So, welcome back. If you didn't watch last time's video, we started counting down some dream set ideas that I would love to see in LEGO form. And today, we're going to be doing the minifigure side of this list, where I go over some minifigures that I really want to see in sets. So let's get into it. And we're going to start off with some success stories once again. The first one of those being a reindeer. For a long time now, I've been after a Lego reindeer, and not the brick-built ones from Santa's Workshop, the molded one. And as soon as I saw that Expecto Patronum set and the glowing stag, I knew that Winter Village 2020 was going to have a reindeer mold. Up behind the gingerbread house, this was the only other thing I ever wanted to see in a Winter Village set, and I hope that this year it comes again in a Winter Village set, but a Winter Village set I actually like instead of the Elves Clubhouse. So, great success, can't wait to get one for that. On the other side, we have Lego Dragon, and while some of you are going to tell me that we have plenty of big dragons, I was lucky enough to get Smorg, and also the Series 18 Dragon Suit Guy, which was a nice holdover. I'd almost given up on actually seeing a Lego Dragon in minifigure form, like just a full-on headpiece that doesn't have a person sticking in the middle. So boy was I very excited, and then immediately very disappointed to see the Rock Dragon beatbox. Love the head, hate the body. Please, why? I wanted a normal dragon. Please. Either way, I'll be picking that head mold off of Bricklink day one, buying a second CMF 18, and I'll have my first ever Lego dragon, which is something I've wanted since like the age of 4. Is a minifigure. Why can't I just settle for the big built ones? But no, minifigure dragon, apparently. The one next to him is the one from Bandmate Series 2, which honestly I don't mind his chest piecing. Ice Soul Dragon. Kind of cool, actually. Don't know why. Love the color scheme, love the blue. A blue dragon just rounds it out, makes it even better. Love him. Wish he had normal torso, but still love him. Anyway, moving on. The rest of our successes here are a bit more odd. Firstly, the Lego brick suits. From about the age of the same time I wanted a dragon, I've wanted people dressed up as Lego, which is really strange, but you know, it happened. I was really happy. I have the red brick suit guy. COVID stopped me from getting the green brick suit guy. Don't know why I didn't pick up the blue brick suit girl, but you know, here we are. Just something weird that I've always wanted to see, that I've always really loved, especially being glad that they actually made them. And then an even stranger, human version of Bill Nighy. For those of you who don't know, Bill Nighy is the person that played Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean, and he also does a lot of other acting roles, especially over here in Britain, and one of those is Rufus Scrimgeour from Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince / Deathly Hallows, and we're finally getting a version of him in the accessory pack from this year, which also looks nothing like him, but I still want it all the same. Just one of those figures that you never think you'll get, but kind of go in the back of your mind, oh yeah, that would be nice. It's the same for me with the Natalie Portman one from the Gunship. Just always nice to get an accurate face print for an actor. They're just small success stories in a largely minifigure-based world. First up, and arguably most important on minifigures we are yet to see, and this is Junkbot. And yes, we have seen Junkbot in the Haunted House set, but I want a proper Junkbot. I want Junkbot with printing. I want Junkbot with a face. I need Junkbot. One of the most iconic Flash characters from the early 2000s. He is clearly loved by designers. He's had like 4 references in Ninjago Cities and obviously in the Haunted House as well. But that was a rusted down version of one. They're still clearly not afraid to put him in the set. But you know what? I'm going to make a video on this in the coming months to celebrate 50 subs. So stay tuned for that, because there's a big reason why we need Junkbot. Because Junkbot should be their eco mascot. But more on that later. I want Junkbot. As a figure, I will pay anything. Next up, we have another human, and that would be human Paul Bettany. We have Paul Bettany as Vision. He's the guy that plays Vision, Dryden Voss in Star Wars. He's had a couple of other roles, like Silas in the Da Vinci Code and other stuff like that. But we're yet to have a human version of him, and with human Vision existing, why not? Is my answer. Also, why not the main villain of Star Wars: A Solo Stories? So, this seems really strange to me. It's just another face print for an actor that I like his work, so why not have a human version of him to use in customs? And then taking a shift away from real people once again, we have Sorcerer Mickey, which is another one I really don't understand, and that is becoming more and more likely by the day. So, we have Lego Mickey. Sorcerer Mickey was referenced in the Disney Castle, is one of the most iconic Mickey uniforms. It's personally special to me, and I would love, love, love to see a minifigure version of Sorcerer Mickey, a brickhead version of Sorcerer Mickey, a giant version of Sorcerer Mickey, like the Mickey and Minnie buildable statues, a brick sketch of Sorcerer Mickey. I will take anything, although most of all, a minifigure of Sorcerer Mickey. And now with the Mickey and Friends theme, and possibly CMF3 next year, you never know, we'll see how it goes. I would love this to be the Mickey variant. It just makes sense to me after the black and white one from Steamboat Willie and the original normal Mickey and then the fancy Mickey, not to mention Fireman and Astronaut Mickey, which are both very special to me as well due to my connection with like the Epic Mickey games. This is the outfit I need. I need Sorcerer Mickey in my life. I will buy a junior set for this minifigure. He has to appear at some point soon. He's so iconic. Where is he, Lego? Where? And then we couldn't mention Mickey and Epic Mickey without me mentioning Oswald. I built Giant Oswald on this channel. He's old, he's iconic, he has nostalgia, has a cult fan base. We need him as a minifigure. I am saying it. Yeah, Mickey and Friends needs to expand into the other cartoon characters. We need to see the old retro ones, and most importantly, Oswald. He's definitely become a lot more popular in recent memory, although he's still very niche. However, I'd say no more niche than the appeal of a fireman mouse to non-4-year-olds, so I don't see any harm in asking for an Oswald minifigure. If not, Disney Series 3, please, I need this in my life. Next up, as I mentioned earlier, we've got to come back to the Witch King, who is technically a minifigure we have already had, although compared to the reference image on the right, you could understandably be a bit disappointed with the minifigure on the left. He was a glow-in-the-dark ghost version of the Witch King from the Hobbit line of sets, not the Lord of the Rings version, which is the cooler one and the actually exciting one, and one of the best villains in Lord of the Rings that we need to see. This is the one that would come in a Nazgul set or a CMF. I don't understand how we never got the Witch King or Sauron, either or both. You know, they're both pretty important. Why didn't we get them? We got Grimmer before him. Although Grimmer is kind of funny, but never mind. We saw this character in the game. It would be one exclusive piece, and you could reuse all the other Ring Wraith pieces if you wanted to. I just really, really want to see this character. I played as him all the time in the Lord of the Rings video game, which is the only game I am to 100% complete to this day. Although that will change soon. And well, yeah, absolutely desperate. Wanted him since the Lego Lord of the Rings days. Always thought he would come in the third wave of Lord of the Rings that never happened. Would have made sense with that Nazgul set. Lord of the Rings, please come back. And then coming towards our end of our video here, we have a Teal Classic Spaceman. And we saw the proliferation of the Benny Space Squad and then the Orange Spaceman over the last couple of years, reviving that nostalgia for classic space. And LEGO now love the colour teal, which in itself is vintage, and I don't blame them. And we've had the teal brick, so what do? We combine the Orange Spaceman with a teal brick, and we get a Teal Classic Spaceman. And yet again, I really hope that this shows up in the anniversary set. This one feels pretty likely to me. But if we don't see this soon, I think it's going to be a riot. So, I'm desperate for this one. And then finishing us up for the day, we have the Legend of Zelda minifigures, and I would be wrong not to put these guys on here, considering I've now drawn over 100 characters across the Zelda universe. They're so rich and colourful, just like their sets. They don't need too many new molds, and there's such a variety. Oh, I would probably kill for some of these guys. If I found out these existed and they were being withheld from the world, well, that would be a very upset me, I have to say. There are so many great characters here that deserve to be in brick built form that I love and love to see molds for, just to have as a display collection. If they have anything like the variety that I've created over the last year, I will be satisfied. They don't have to be as good. I will take no leg printing, although that does not mean you can get away with not leg printing. I will take them all. I just want something, really. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, and that's going to cover my most wanted sets and minifigures. This started to ramble a bit, but I have a lot to say. There's a lot I like to share with this kind of stuff. And, well, I hope this gives you a bit more information on my tastes in LEGO and what I'm excited to see. And I hope that some of you remember a couple of these items when they actually show up in the next couple of years, because probably a couple of them are actually pretty likely. So, if you're still here at the end and you didn't get put off by this long ramble, please consider subscribing. We're getting pretty close to 50, and we'd love to have you here. Leave any wishes of yours for LEGO in the comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.